the 360 and PS3 of '06, but then they were originally going to be, another team was working on it for the Wii, but that ended up turning into Sonic and the Secret Rings, which not very many people ended up liking either. But
I actually didn't mind Sonic and the Secret Rings.
yeah, the main thing I basically hear with were the controls were the problem. But regardless, I have Sonic and the Secret Rings. I haven't played it, and I don't know if I do get the chance, because I don't have the Nintendo Wii here. I do have the game, though. One I have played is the semi-sequel to it, Sonic and the Black Knight, which I thought was okay, too. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, obviously, those are way more outlandish than Sonic usually is, which I guess you could say is saying a lot. But those were just meant to be kind of out there, because they're part of the storybook series, which they've really only had 2 games for, and it's, yeah, I mean, oh well, I guess
which I didn't mind either. I honestly kind of liked both of them.
Yeah, the storybook series, yeah.
Which, ironically enough, if freaking Sonic Generations is to be believed, those are technically canon.
Yeah, pretty much, because they make references to, they make reference to Sonic and the Secret Rings, and then they make reference to Sonic Colors, I think, after that, because it's like, well, this is not much compared to saving, genies in a magic lamp, or saving an intergalactic music park, intergalactic amusement park in space. But, which is funny that they reference Sonic and the Secret Rings, but there's no stage for Secret Rings, which I guess makes sense. But, yeah, I mean, and even that's one thing that Sonic games have mainly had a problem with, is there would have been so much more to them, but they just get cut. It's like, because I guess it's just because they have to put them out pretty much every year. Right now, we're in a pretty, I guess, rare phase we haven't had in a while, where there's not one. Granted, who knows, there might be one later on. Apparently, Sega's working on one for the 25th anniversary, which I hope is at least somewhat like Generations. I don't know, just because, I mean, I'm saying, like, going back to the past and revisiting everything, but I hope it's something celebration-like, because, yeah, 20th anniversary was one of the best things they did for the franchise, and it paid off extremely well. But the thing is, I would have rather them done that for the 25th anniversary, because that's like a quarter of, I don't know, it's like 25 years. That's a pretty, not the biggest accomplishment, that's a bigger, one of them, but, I don't know, a while back I remember hearing, I guess, a rumor that if there was a celebration game for the 25th anniversary, it was going to be like more of a celebration of Sega, more than just Sonic. Like, they would have brought back a bunch of Sega characters and stuff with stages and everything, which I don't think it sounds like a bad idea, considering who knows how long Sega has left in the next years, depending on, what decisions they make, but I don't know, I don't think that'd be too outlandish. The one video I watched, they were like, that doesn't really sound, I don't know if they were so much against it being, like, a bad idea, but it was more like kind of out there, I guess. And there was something else, I think. It was going to be like a port of Generations to the PS4, Xbox One or something. I don't know if that was it, but there's something like that. But I don't know. But I don't think it sounds that outlandish, having that idea.
Honestly,
yeah.
I wouldn't mind it, because now we got freaking Knights showing up, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you got freaking Knights, you got Golden Axe, you got all kinds of freaking crap that Sega never uses anymore. I mean, next to Sonic, the most relevant, somewhat, that they've ever done was Knights, and Knights hasn't had a game still since, like, 2010, and that was on the Wii, and I don't think that did very well. Funny thing is, real quick, what channel did
I like the one on the Wii, not gonna lie.
Okay, yeah, but one thing, I'm trying to remember what, I think it was a channel I watch. I don't watch it as often now, but I do still watch some of their stuff. It's called Super Gaming Brothers, SGB for short, in their initials. It's been a couple years by this point, but Johnny is the main guy on there. There's the 3 main guys are Johnny, Matt, and Elliot. And the channel, what they did, I think it was Johnny's friend, I think it was Russ or something like that. He ended up, he's a pretty big like Knights guy. He likes the games and everything. And all right, I'll get to that in a minute. I just thought something else, but all right. By the way, I'm gonna have to get to the thing here. I'll just get to the story because if I end up talking on the upgrade screen, I'm not gonna actually upgrade anything, and that's gonna take up more time in the video. And I just got hit by a train. But anyway, genocide, you're wearing off on me. I'm getting hit by trains. But anyway, although you were more protected.
One time.
Yeah, but you were at least give the credit. I'll give credit to you. At least you were more protected. I literally just went face first, all human on the front of that train. At least you were in a
not as bad as
vehicle.
freaking Boomhauer and Brian.
What, with the helicopter on top of the plane or whatever?
No, okay. I don't know if he ever uploaded this, but he probably did. But one time, like back when we were doing the heist again, it was me, him, Brian, and Artie. And I think it was still that one that we were trying to do again. Or no, I think it was a different one. Like we had to go pick up 2 trucks, and me and Artie were in a technical truck. So we went first. Now we decided to cut using the train tracks through the mountain.
Yeah.
Now, me and Artie got through no problem. Boomhauer and Brian are right behind us. So keep in mind, and the train should be coming towards us, right? Me and Artie don't even see the train.
Yeah.
We just keep going. Somehow Brian and Boomhauer get hit by it.
Okay.
The train materialized behind me and Artie, but still in front of them.
I think he did have that in one of the... wait a minute. Was that in one of your Grand Theft Morons, or... was it? Or...
I don't think...
Because I'm trying to remember
parts of it. But...
Yeah, actually it has to be, because Logan I don't think ever did that. Because I think it was in one of your Grand Theft Morons, so I think that is the one that I saw. See, that's the one thing. I was kind of confused of who was driving the van and who was not, because obviously half the team was somewhere else, and someone was in the van.
This was completely different. This was a different heist.
Oh, okay. Mission. Then I probably haven't seen it.
They were in actual trucks, and me and Artie were in one of those pickup trucks with a machine gun in the back.
The legit truck, like a rusted up truck and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're I'm pretty sure this guy into one of them where there's literally a part where you just see a truck and there's someone in the back, and we're on train tracks and we just kind of launch off accidentally.
You mean like that? Almost
mission.
Like it was like that. The one where you're almost launched off the side because the train tracks are almost like on a bridge thing. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was freaking hilarious, though. It's like, oh crap, and you ended up landing back on the bridge. That was so great.
You should have heard Artie's reaction.
Oh my gosh, I can imagine.
Genocide!
Genocide! No! There's that. That is exactly what happens in some of my videos, because the one where, well, that's not the greatest example, but I don't know, when if you look at, I think it's probably volume 3 or so of my best moments. It was where me and Artie and Logan were all in the Kuruma, and we're trying to get out of that tunnel, but we're on a time, because we were doing one of the VIP challenges where you have to see how long you can survive a wanted level, a 5-star wanted level. And if you go through that tunnel, since it counts, I guess, as you're in an interior area, and I guess they don't want you kind of having an easier time like that, because nobody can really get to you easy there. So what they do is they have a timer where it's 10 seconds or so you have to get out of that area before the challenge ends. And Artie was too far into the tunnel just to back out, so we just freaking floored it towards the other side of the tunnel. And literally, Artie made it at the last... there was no time left on the timer. It was all at zeros, but he still made it. And during this, I was just saying, come on, Artie, push it, go, go, go. And then Logan starts going, push it to the limit. Yeah. And then, but the thing is, you only hear my voice in that, because obviously that was before the update where they added the voices and everything, and I wasn't broadcasting. Later on, I ended up broadcasting just because I was like, screw it. If anything else happens like this, I want to capture it. But Yeah, Artie's reaction, and then Logan's, and the only one you hear is mine. I'm just like, oh! And then right after that is another tunnel. It wasn't as bad, because it wasn't as long of a tunnel, but oh my gosh. And then after the second tunnel, I literally say, okay, if that happens again, I'm putting on the Double Dare theme. And I was thinking about putting the Double Dare theme in that video, but I just feel like, screw it. Maybe I'll make a different version, but oh my gosh. Good times, man. That's why we need, like, I don't know if it's going to be a possibility at this point, but I would love to be in terms of, like, just to join the freaking heists myself, because my gosh, that'd be too insane. But I don't know exactly if that's going to happen at this point, considering the fact that, I don't know, I think Logan did finish them at one point, but I don't know if he's finished them again, all of them yet. Because I think you guys were maybe, or at least him was on, like, maybe very close to the end, but never got past that, I don't think. Because he has extra parts of the heist. I don't know if Logan still has them stored anywhere. I'd imagine he would keep them, at least. But I remember he was trying to upload them, I think, from the PS4, but it just had problems, so I don't think he ever ended up putting those up. But I think he still does have more of those, which I would like to see. Because I think I know what they would be. They would be, like, I don't know, one of them, I think I kind of remember what they would be, but it's obviously, since they're not uploaded, I can't remember, but anyway, yeah, so this has been a pretty interesting conversation. We went from freaking Sonic Boom's depressing backstory, and to stuff in the other Sonic franchise, to freaking Grand Theft Auto heist and good times with friends. But anyway, alright, I'm just jumping around here. See, this is, for some reason, this is how I kind of get when I play games like this. I guess open, when you're just doing all this stuff. When I talk, I can't focus on the game, so I just end up jumping around everywhere. Like, if we end up doing Arkham Knight again, well, we might, and it would probably end up doing that together, is the fact that I might end up just gliding around the city a good amount while I'm talking and not actually moving towards any goal. So I'm just like, come on. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. Because, who knows, going back to the Sonic thing real quick, who knows if Secret Rings may in some way be a canon, because there are some speculations. If you look at the end, I think of well, the weird thing about Sonic and the Black Knight is there's two different credit sequences. There's one for, like, the halfway point of the game, and then there's the one for the actual ending of the game. But, I guess because they technically count that as, I don't think necessarily two different campaigns, but they count them as almost two different things, because you get, like, 2 in-game awards or whatever for the first and second half. But there's a theory, I guess, going around, or that was, going around more around the game coming out, is if you look at the end of Black Knight, I think it is, obviously since that world is based off of a storybook, hence storybook series, just like the Arabian Nights. At the end, Sonic, I guess, I don't know if it was meant to be like he was reading the book and he was interpreting it with him and his friends or whatever, playing those parts, or if it was...
If I remember, it was a thing of, like, he got sucked in.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if it was that thing, or if, as a matter of fact, he actually got teleported in. But, regardless...
No, yeah, it was actually he got teleported in, because I remember, like, at least with Sonic.
Yeah, the opening, yeah, he falls from the sky again.
At the end of it, he comes out...
Yeah, and then...
He's like, where the fuck have you been?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I got fucking into a fucking... He's like, really, Sonic? I don't believe you.
I don't believe you. We had a date going on and everything, and that's the whole theory. The theory people have is near the end of Sonic Unleashed, you actually have a choice whether to go on a date with Amy or not. And it really doesn't change anything, but you have an option to say yes or no. And the theory is that ending takes place after Unleashed. Because if you say yes, it's like she obviously sees happy and everything. But then, the reason the fact that she says we had a date and everything, leads to maybe some connection between the two, which would be interesting. So, if anything, maybe Black Knight's canon, or maybe they're both to some extent. But I don't freaking know, because talking about canon in the Sonic universe is kind of pointless, considering, it wasn't until, like, at least Colors or so, where they actually started to have some continuity. And okay, hey,
Actually,
first
they
death.
started to have continuity around Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, alright, hold on, I'm gonna cut this.